Hey Virgos, welcome to Tarot and Heal. Welcome to the place where we tarot and heal our way to self-love and unity consciousness. Welcome to your April reading. I hope all is well. Let's get started. I come to you, Holy God, thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light, divine love in accordance with your divine will. What is it that the Virgo collective needs to know for April? Thank you. We have count your blessings. And we have shine your light. And be patient. All right. Go for your dreams at the bottom of the deck. This feels like, who wants to hear be patient when you're wanting to manifest something, right? Nobody wants to hear that, but that's what's happening. This is the energy of enjoying the journey of whatever you're going for, all right? Whether you're waiting for the love to come in, whether you're waiting for the perfect career or the abundance of money, whatever it is that you want to manifest. Remaining in the attitude of gratitude during this journey, that is key here. The fun is in the journey. It's not really in the actual attainment part, right? Because once you attain the thing, now you have to deal with whatever that comes with. Or you deal with the next goal, right? So you're constantly chasing the next goal as opposed to enjoying the journey of the attainment, So it feels like there's a need to shift in that perspective. You do have the Chariot card coming out at the bottom of the deck here. This could be a card of ambitions, your goals, your dreams, so on and so forth, all right? What's going on with yours? You have the Queen of Swords coming out. There's some... All right. I feel like in pursuit of whatever this is, it might be triggering some type of anxiety or something about like the struggles to attain whatever it is you want to attain. The hurdles you have to jump to or overcome. I feel like there's a realistic approach here. Okay. In this attainment of your manifestation, I feel like there's a realistic approach to it. Someone's not moving for their dreams and being way too dreamy. That's not what's happening here. I feel like someone's realistic, like this is what needs to be done. These are the problems that might arise as a result. This is where this is lacking. This is what I would need to make this happen, which is great. But I feel like being so grounded is actually taken away from the magic that wants to come in and help you. okay? It's great to be realistic. And while you're moving, like to be logical, but also move with the universe, you know, finding that beautiful balance, that's great. But there's also a need to make sure that you're not focusing on all the problems and hurdles along the way. It does feel like someone's on a mission, right? This is what I need to do. There's a need to actually have a little bit more fun with this journey. All right. Oh, I didn't show you the cards. I'm sorry. So we have the Queen of Swords coming out, which is that card of being very clear, being very logical about what needs to be done. Okay. Five of Wands here, the struggle, right? The conflict. Someone's very clear about what's getting in the way of making things happen. And then we have the King of Wands. See, someone might just be depending too heavily on their logic as to how to handle whatever this conflict is, this perceived conflict. If somebody has a goal, they might need a certain type of network to make this goal happen, right? And someone might wonder, how can I find these people? What can I do? And they might be racking their brain about that, which is like they're clear on needing a network, if that's the thing. They're clear on needing the network, but they're not clear as to how to get there or how it's going to happen. You're being led to not really worry too much about the how. Like those, not saying things will fall in your lap. I'm just saying, like, if you kind of back off a little bit, the ideas, the creative inspiration could kind of come through. There might be there's too much thought, too much cloudedness, possible anxiety. And it's like blocking the intuitive, creative inspiration that can give you like some creative, clever solutions. All right. So if you find yourself dealing with this, then switch gears from how can I make this happen? Okay. And like, what is your energy when you're trying to brainstorm? Are you having fun with it? Or are you like, pay attention to your body, right? Are you giving yourself stress headaches? Is your stomach hurting, right? Things like that. Are you feeling panicky while you're trying to work this out? Because that's not the energy to try and manifest anything. All right? Are you having fun with it? Are you in a very high vibration while you're working this out? You know, there's a need to start checking that. All right? So we have this King of Wands coming out. I'm going to look into this. Why is King of Wands here? I mean, I'm saying all this, and I really hope that this is about going for your dreams and not about love. I mean, it just doesn't feel like, but okay, whatever. Because here's this King of Wands coming out, and then this mouse coming out with the anchor. So someone who's causing a bit of a distraction and holding you back, all right? This could be about a couple or two people in a connection, and it's just like we have so many hurdles we have to overcome. And it's like, how do we make this happen? And your answer is to be patient and be a little bit more optimistic and allow for the magic to work in a situation. So we have the High Priestess coming out with the Six of Cups here in reverse. All right, there are things that'll work. Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. There are things happening behind the scenes where someone is feeling like, okay, someone's worrying about not getting an opportunity or a manifestation not happening, whether it's this person or you. Somebody's feeling that way. Someone might be reflecting on the past. So this could be an ex and they feel this way about you. You could be feeling this way about an ex. Someone's feeling like they missed out on an opportunity, or they're scared they're going to miss out. They're about to miss the boat. They're like, look, we have so much static. How do we fix it? All right, let's turn it to love. All right, whatever. Yeah, someone had a breakthrough. A breakthrough in clarity. Wow, here we are with the Magician card, see? So speaking of using logic with the Magician card, using logic while co-creating with the universe here. You don't have to figure it all out on your own. There's certain things that are happening in the background that's out of your control, right? All right. So okay. All right. So someone had a breakthrough. Like, oh, I messed up. How do I fix this? There's so much static. There's so much tension. We hurt each other so much, or whatever the case is. Whatever that conflict is, someone got some insight. They got a creative hit, or intuitive hit about it. And they're having a oh crap moment. I might not get this thing. And whoever's dealing with that, they just have to focus on what it is that is working right now. All right. Also, with the Abundance card and the Gambling card here, I feel like this is the energy of like, yeah, it could be like, okay, chill out. There's more fish in the sea. That's not the only opportunity. That's one. But also, there's so many ways. Oh, all right. You're trying to get from point A to point B, right? And in our limited human capacity, we think we know the most logical way to get there. But when you start working with spirit, right, they could come through with some very clever and elegant solutions for you. There's an abundance of ways that you can get to from A to B that you can't even fathom. All right? So whatever it is that you're going for, just set the intention and then allow for inspired action to get to B. Okay, get from A to B. You're going to have to relinquish control to spirit and allow for things to move in the background for you. It's like when you want a certain type of love and it comes in a package where you're like, I did not expect that. I didn't know it could come in that package, you know? It's like that. There's an abundance of opportunities, abundance of different pathways to get to where you're going. But if you stay stuck on how it's supposed to play out, you're just you're losing the magic in the journey. The twists and turns, that's the fun part, right? It can be. All right. It's okay to have a regular, like a general plan. It's okay to have a general, like, okay, these are my steps, but also remain flexible and be open to the magic. That's where magician comes. That's what it means to be a magician. That's what it is when you're co-creating, when you're actually working in partnership with spirit and not trying to work it out on your own all the time, all right? Oh yeah, 16. There we go. All right. This is working smarter and not harder. So working hard would be you're brainstorming, you're trying to figure out what to do, how to get there, and you're anxious and you're stressed and you're worried. It doesn't feel good to manifest in that way. All right. Working smarter is quieting your mind, getting in a high vibration. I think Abraham Hicks, they love to say, get in the vibration and then, right? And I love that. I love that concept. It works. Like before you do anything, before you get into, especially if you're doing some manifestation work, before you do anything, before you get out of bed, get into the vibration and then. Because that is going to inform all the energy of whatever you do moving forward. All right. So with the Queen of Wands, that's working smarter. Getting into the energy and then taking inspired action. Instead of getting into this frantic, I need to make it, I need to do, I need to receive, I need to manifest. Instead of being in that frantic mode and then acting from that frantic place, being in a relaxed sense of manifestation magician mode, and then acting based on whatever that magician mode tells you to do. All right. All right. What's the blockage? What's the blockage here? All right now, what's the blockage? All right, okay. Going back and forth. This is the energy of wobbly faith. That's it. It's the energy of like knowing that you can be in magician mode, but not really doing it. When it's time to actually step into magician mode and you get to the faith part, that's where there's a bit of a wobble, right? So, yeah, there's a need to work on that. Like really step into Queen of Wands energy, all right? Whether you're masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. The Queen of Wands, they draw things in with their energy, all right? And that's the energy that you need to get in. It's like the energy is you're drawing it in, and then Nine of Swords, worrying, anxiety, and pushing it away. It's like you're bringing it in and then losing faith or getting frantic. However losing faith shows up for you. This could be you, getting frantic, trying to control it, or whatever the case is, and that just pushes it away. Now it's like this weird push and pull. So that's coming out as a blockage. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Wow, Empress. Look at all the stability coming through. Wow. What? Wow. Okay, hold on. We're going to have to go deeper into this Two of Pentacles energy. Coming out at the bottom of the deck here. Okay. There's a lot of twos going on. It's a split between two worlds, okay? It's a split between how you're used to doing things and how you're led to do things now. If you're used to, I mean, Virgos are, efficient and all that good stuff, right? Virgos are efficient things. But you're used to being efficient in a way that probably wasn't the healthiest. So it's time to work smarter, all right? And I feel like it's trying to release those bad habits and stepping into magician mode, making that a new habit. And it's gonna feel uncomfortable as you're starting that new path in magician mode. But anyway, so you have the Seven of Pentacles coming out, right? That card of reflection, return on your investment. It's like, where has all that worrying got you? Try something different. Try to take a chill pill. Try to take it easy and actually give more control to spirit, all right? It's kind of hard to do that with the Six of Swords coming out, but look what's on the horizon here. We have the Empress card coming out. We have the Ten of Swords. Ooh, why did I say Ten of Swords? Goddamn. All right. There might be some past hurt that's affecting the situation, but all right. So we have the Empress card coming out. We have the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Emotional fulfillment, major stability, Empress energy, just being complete and being whole. That's what's on the horizon. In order for you to get into this mode, this is jackpot. This is jackpot energy. You can't do this alone. Okay? That's pretty much it. And not saying you can't get here with by your own devices, but it'll be a smoother and more enjoyable journey if you learn how to get out of this. Nine of Swords. Let's look more into the Nine of Swords. Oh, there we are. All right, heartbreak. There we are. So I did mention that Ten of Swords, that pain. All right. Oh, okay. It's someone doesn't want to feel this again, so they're going into control freak mode. That's pretty much what's happening. I want to make sure I don't feel this disappointment. If I'm going to go for this manifestation, I'm going to control every part of it to make sure that I don't feel this. Understandable. But that's a blockage. See, the Empress knows how to move in the flow. All right? Being in tune. Drawing in the abundance here. Look at all this abundant energy in this card. All this flow. While she's just sitting pretty, right? This Empress does not look like they're working hard, but they are working smart enough to make all this happen. This can be the energy of if you need to delegate, then you start delegating. Reprioritizing, then you start doing that, okay? But most importantly, going into magician mode and setting intentions, doing affirmations, however it is you do your manifestations, and allow things to draw in. Allow creative ideas to come in. Allow the inspired action to come in. Meaning you get inspired with the next step. That it's like, you know that it's inspired action when you're not thinking twice about it, right? Typically when you're on the fence and you're going back and forth, it just, well, that's different. That's up to you to decide how your intuition, what the language of your intuition, or how your intuitive guidance works for you. So it's up to you to start practicing what inspired action feels like, as opposed to what frantic action feels like. I feel like the best way to determine that is knowing what vibration you're on when that action, that inspired thought comes through, right? Okay. Anyway. So this is the energy of measuring twice, cutting once. Set out the intention. Don't do anything until you get an inspired thought that leads you to take a certain act. When you move like that, the universe will give you the most elegant solution. And set that intention. I will attract the most elegant solution for this problem, for this manifestation, for this whatever, all right? And then sit back and wait for, further instructions. Strength card. No more wobbling in your faith here, all right? It's time to cut that out. If you're not used to sitting back, because we're talking about Virgo energy. If you're not used to just sitting back and you have to keep doing things, to make sure that you're making things happen, if that sounds familiar to you, it's time to rewire your thinking when it comes to that, because it's causing more unnecessary stress and it's probably causing unnecessary steps. Like, you might be making a process to your manifestation longer than what it needs to be, because you're doing what you think, you're doing shit for the sake of doing it, or you're doing it because you think that is the right, it makes sense to you. And you're not putting enough faith in your intuitive guidance to provide the creative solution for you. All right, what are they feeling to say? Excuse me, sorry. Oh, what's going on here? All right, what you're feeling to see. We have the Knight of Wands coming out in reverse, with the Five of Cups and the Six of Swords. It feels like the energy of like something stopping. Five of Cups, the regret, and then the Six of Swords, needing to move on. Clarifying the Knight of Wands, which is the energy of like stopping something just like dead halt. It's coming out with the masculine energy, the false mask energy, and the coffin. This coffin is like this could be like a slow drip, a slow death, a slow ending, all right? This is an unveiling of a situation that had many layers to it to get to the truth. Someone's gonna realize, all right, well, okay. All right. I like the way this reading is coming through, because even though this is about, for some of you guys, this is about a person, this is about a soulmate that you have to walk away from. You're going to have some regrets about it. You're going to realize how clouded your vision was about it. It's finally going to clear up. How it's being presented is definitely being presented. They're not the main part of the story anymore. I love that. This reading is more so focusing on what's to come, or how to create more. Because it does seem like there's some regret about, like, whenever this ends or however this ends. And when I say this, it could be the relationship, or it could just be your feelings towards it. However it ends, it's going to be like a major epiphany for you, which is great. Like, the clouds are going to be cleared, and you're going to realize it's time to move on to this energy, Empress energy, with the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. So this anxiety, if we're going to talk about love, if we're going to bring this whole thing back around full circle, this anxiety about manifesting something, it could be because someone's leaving someone, and then the fear of, how can I manifest someone else coming through? Am I going to be alone or whatever? Let's say if somebody is married, they have kids with this person, they might be thinking like, okay, but if I leave, how can I move on? Like, how am I going to date while I have kids? You know, whatever the case is, you know. Obviously, that's not impossible. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying, like, that's an example of an idea where someone's kind of like trying to figure out, how can I make this happen? And there's no way to control that. Like, you can't force yourself to meet the right person, right? You got to let the magic flow in here. All right. We have the Wheel of Fortune coming out with the Three of Swords. Don't be afraid of this pain, or the potential of pain or disappointment, all right? That's stopping someone from taking a chance. So back to that example of someone like, oh, how can I go back on a dating scene with all this I got going on? Someone might feel like, I'll just stay where I'm at. Watch the Capricorn reading, because the Capricorn reading is talking about settling, as opposed to stepping into magician mode. So this is definitely about that as well. Sticking with a certain situation, or stepping into magician mode. What will stop someone from stepping into magician mode is they don't want to take the risk and get hurt. Okay. So we have this, we have the child energy, and then we have the sickle energy here. This could be some, okay, well, we don't have to go into the details of this, but I just feel like, okay, yeah. This is just going into like the breakthrough that's going to come out of, back to the settling idea with the Capricorn energy. It's just gonna, it's a major epiphany that's gonna come about when you realize that you were settling, and then why you were settling. Then it's gonna come down to deeply rooted childhood stuff that needs healing. All right, that's what's gonna come up here. That's gonna cause this major breakthrough with the Star card and Two of Swords. All right, it's gonna break open a new way of looking at things, and it's gonna. It might trigger a little bit of anxiety or whatever the case is that you have to work through. All right, all right, all right. This can also be belief systems that you've held on to, and it's time to, and you're outgrowing them, or you're being pushed out of them. It's time to outgrow them, all right? All right, what is the power animal? Pirate Spirit, watch your words. This is a card about manifesting. That's how I look at it, all right? Watch your words because you're a magician, all right? And it's time to believe that about yourself, all right? And move accordingly. It's like you're half moving like a magician, half not. You're half believing in yourself, half believing in spirit, half believing in your power to manifest, but then also having a lot of doubt. It's time to no longer wobble in your faith. Whatever it is you're trying to go for, you can actually do it, whatever that is. Watch your words, watch what you're telling yourself. Oh, look at that. You're never alone. This is incredible. Okay. Outer Spirit, you are never alone. So, see, someone might not want to leave a situation because they're not sure if they could go back on a dating scene. Who's going to love me moving forward? Don't even worry about that. There might be a fear of being alone here coming out, okay? That might be the anxiety. Like, oh my gosh, I'm just going to be alone forever now. Okay, definitely watch the Capricorn reading because they got this card too. Elephant Spirit. Learn from the past. Realize how you were settling for certain things. Understand that you know better, and you can ask for more. But it's with this reading for Virgo, it's more of a focus on asking with faith. You know, this is like how to be a magician. It's time to work on that. All right, what do the romance angels have to say? Honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. All right, back to enjoying the sweetness of the journey. It's time. So, right, we have to be patient, count your blessings, right? Back to what we were saying earlier about enjoying the journey. Try to find the sweetness of it. It doesn't have to be like if you're, definitely watch the Capricorn reading. If you're worrying about being single, like try to find how to really milk the single life. There's some people who might look at your single life and be like, damn, I wish I had that life, right? And vice versa. So if this applies to you, whatever. If not, then whatever. But there's a need to count your blessings is what I'm getting at. To enjoy what you do have. Because that is obviously going to bring more. And it also makes the attainment fun. The journey of this thing fun. Your growth is making that fun. All right? Don't wait to the other side, to get to the other side to be happy. Because if you do that, you're going to always forever chase happiness. You have to learn how to be happy on this journey to that. All right. All right, Virgos. Thank you so much. Let me know what you think. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, add me on IG. That's Tara and Hill. If you want a personal reading, check out the info box below. If you want to be an angel donor, check out the Patreon link below. Thank you so much. And until we meet again, peace.